Cleaning agents and parts littered Selena's workstation. Having gotten all the problems logged down, she was proceeding with the labour-intensive process of cleaning and full repair. While her travelling prosthetics were inherently designed to be durable, enduring and required very little maintenance while on the go, she had pushed them a bit too far, and now it was time to pay the ferryman. Everything was misaligned. Everything had a small amount of oil build-up. The sensory systems needed a full reset. The legs had it the worst, as she had been on her feet all the time, staying out of the very cramped cabin she had lodged as much as possible, the majority of her fare spent on luggage. The passenger liner was bigger than any commercial starship humans had ever built, even though it was a common sight among commerce worlds, exchanging goods and beans alike at their destinations, as well as hosting a number of remarkable tourist attractions on the upper levels. She could not afford any of it. The food her ticket allowed her to access was some kind of white nutrient sphere that seemed to be universally hated by every single being that had to eat them, of which there were many. She was quite happy to be off that passenger liner. Stopping her work, she rubbed at her eyes and let out a tired groan. There was so much left to do. It would take another full day to get her prosthetics to work the way she liked them. Absent-mindedly reaching for something that was not there, she let her head thud onto the table as realization hit. Right, coffee's illegal here, she said to herself. I need to get a religious exemption like those disciples or something. Well, I'm done here. I'm far too tired to finish this. Making sure everything was locked up again and setting her tools and dismantled leg in such a way that she could readily get back to it tomorrow, she made her way upstairs to have a bath. Throwing her clothes into a box serving as a temporary hamper, she set the water to a temperature she liked, moving her hand in the filling tub. The delicate sensory nodes in her fingers conveying multiple sensations: temperature, pressure, moisture, the weight of her own arm, the way her fingers moved against themselves in the water. These things were truly a work of art and a marvel of engineering. Her reverie was broken as she slipped into the water, having the true difference felt between actual skin and synthetic facsimile, reminding her that it was not quite a true feeling. Pushing such thoughts aside before she could spiral down a dark rabbit hole, she grabbed her phone and perused the datanet as she lounged in the bath, checking up on her data suite and how many had perused it since she had listed it in the marketplace. One person visited. I'm moving up in the world, she exclaimed happily. With a much happier disposition, she lay back in the bathtub and started to browse the datanet, seeing what sort of social media was available for the public and what the local entertainment scene was like. Thwack! Splash! Selena blinked as her phone hit her in the face and fell into the water. Infinitely glad it was waterproof, she fished it out of the cold water, having dozed off without realizing it. Tossing the device onto a towel, she then actually started to bathe properly. Once in her room, she looked for her pajamas, throwing clothes all over in the process, destroying what little progress she made in unpacking all of her personal belongings. It was no time at all before she was soundly asleep.